Let's see here. Got my Ruroc helmet on. Got my Indy Ridge gloves and boots on. Got my Skull Rider's jacket on. I got my quad lock phone mount. Speaking of, I need to put my phone up. And I got my chick fairing. Sure would be easier if I was sponsored, I feel like. Or would it? I mean, I say it would be. But let's actually get into that.
This is the way.
Get out of this gas station of death anyway first. I hate traffic. I hate traffic. Traffic really sucks. I know. Houston boys alive. I ain't no traffic. That's just something light. I don't know what. I don't know. Here we go. Up and stopped again. Well, hell, I hope I don't get rained on. Are you gonna go? Go. Jeez. Hondas. Meet the dumbest people on a Honda. Just kidding. Code Gray, Smitty. Just kidding. Everyone who rides a Honda is cool. Just kidding. Oh my God! I just want to get out of town. Just want to get to the country. Let me to the country, please. Alright, so I am trying out a little bit of a different mic setting today. As you guys know, I added that Rode Lavalier 2, and that's what we're trying to use now. But it came in a little hot for my liking on the 3 videos that I shot with it. So we're going to turn down the input volume on the Tascam just a little bit, so maybe some of those hot takes won't be so hot. All right, so sponsorships, you know, I get a lot of people who think that I am sponsored. I'm not. I'm not sponsored by anybody. Now, when I say sponsored, I feel like a sponsorship is something that is going to be where I'm a spokesperson for a particular product or company.
Cleaned up good.
Real nice. Hey, I'm Ricky Bobby.
And I'm Cal Naughton Jr.
Let's talk about children reading too early.
And that is not what I am. I do have a good relationship. I am part of the insiders with Indy Ridge. So like my gloves, my boots, I do get to try those out for free. What is nice about it is I'm not trying to necessarily promote them. I will promote them if I feel they're a good product, and you've seen in the past I have went ahead and made some videos and whatnot. But the purpose of me being an insider with them is to literally, I feel like, destroy their product or attempt to and see how it has held up. So far, everything has held up remarkably well. But I wouldn't call that an actual sponsorship. I would, again, call that just being kind of like, not necessarily a beta tester, because beta testers are for products that aren't released yet. This is just more to give feedback for future products. But a lot of people seem to think that I might be sponsored by Ruroc. I wish that was the case. You know, each of those helmets, even when I get them on sale, $375 all the way up to almost $600.
Houston, we have a problem.
This is the only one I quote unquote didn't have to pay for. And even though I didn't have to pay for it, it still cost me a lot. So going back a few months, I flew myself out. I accommodated myself out to Vegas for their demo day for the 4.0. As a result, anyone who was present walked away with a 4.0 helmet. So, like I said in the video when I was kind of doing the overview of this helmet, I still shelled out $700 for this. I did not just get it for free in my book. But nope, I'm not sponsored by them. Am I sponsored by School Riders, the makers of this jacket? I am not sponsored by them. Am I sponsored by Quadlock because I mentioned them earlier in the video? Am I sponsored by them? I am not sponsored by them. And really the ultimate question is, do I really want to be?
I'll tell you what I want, what I really, really want. So tell me what you want, what you really, really want.
Even going back to Ruroc, I know I just said, oh, I would love to be sponsored by Ruroc. That's more just because I really, really like the product and I'm going to keep shelling out bukus of dollars. It would be nice just to get them on the down low, falling off the back of the truck, you know, something of that nature. But would I like to actually be sponsored by these companies to where it's more contractual and I would really have to watch what I say? And the short answer is really no. What I like about being a YouTuber and a motovlogger for this community is the fact that the products that I am talking about, whether it be a seat, a new helmet, gloves, jackets, they're all coming, for the most part, out of my own pocketbook. And what allows me to do when they come out of my own pocketbook is that allows me to be brutally honest. I'm not sure if I ever posted the video about it. I think I went ahead and I deleted it because I wasn't overly happy with the production that I put into it. But I had a Shoei GT Air 2 helmet that I ripped it apart. I absolutely, I did not like that helmet at all.
Hate you.
But I never posted it, and I didn't post it because I wanted to be in good with Shoei or anything like that. Like I said earlier, the production of that motovlog just wasn't up to my standard, I guess you could say. So needless to say, I like to tell you how things are. And so for the Shoei helmets, they started off being my favorite thing, but then as time wore on and I found a helmet that's more fitting to my head shape and style, you know, I kind of went to the Ruroc route. But again, not being given anything. And I think that's what's kind of cool is you can go to YouTube and you can usually tell the people who are sponsored and who are not. A lot of times they have to throw up something at the beginning of their video saying, this video brought to you by Ruroc, Revzilla, Vance & Hines, blah, 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 blah. Which is cool. I guess I'm not saying that in a bad sense. It's really fine. I don't mind someone accepting a sponsorship. That's not that's not what I'm getting at here. I feel like what I need is to maintain credibility. There we go.
Today, Junior?
And that was one thing that I noticed when I put out the Ruroc 4 helmet. That was one thing I really wanted to maintain, was that credibility. So in that video, I didn't reference comparing it to any other helmet except for another Atlas, because it was given to me, so I wanted to compare it to its previous iterations. And I thought it was done in a fair enough fashion to where it wasn't just a sales promotion. But yeah, that's just really all it comes down to is, what's the fine line between being sponsored and maintaining that credibility? I want people who watch my stuff to know when they are watching me and they're hearing my voice and I'm talking about a product, that they know it's the truth. It means a lot, I guess, for some odd reason, that people don't think that this is a sham and things of that nature. I don't know why, but I don't know. So out of the people who watch my videos, how many of you do carry sponsorships? And if you do carry a sponsorship, you know, I'm not asking for the details of your contract, but I am curious to know how many companies out there are willing to give you a product for you to review and test. And if you find something you don't like about it, you have the ability to keep your credibility and actually tell the world what's wrong with it. Now, I'm just going to make up an example here. This is not aimed at any moto vlogger or any product in particular. But let's just say we had a new headlight, for example. Someone gave us a headlight to try out that a new distributor is trying to get you to promote. Oh, that's a big bird. And, you know, let's say it starts off really good. You like the headlight. It shines bright. Everything is great. You make that video, and comes to find out, it's not that good. Maybe one of the halo rings is burned out, or the LED light just doesn't shine as bright as you initially thought. So let's say it turns out to be not a great piece of equipment. Do you make a follow-up video? Do you just let it be? Do you pull the video? What would you guys do in that situation to where, you know, you got to make your name right? Because now I don't want to say you're on the hook, but you just, you know, basically put your endorsement on this $60 product, and now it's turned out to be garbage for you, but you didn't pay for it. But now all your viewers and subscribers, they're shelling out their $60 to buy it, only to find out it's crapped out on them, you know, 1 year later or something like that. I don't know. Now, to be fair.
Oh, don't say to be fair. Hate when people say to be fair. It sounds like to be fair.
To be fair.
My Amazon SunPie LED light on my Dyna has held up remarkably well. So again, I was just making up a case that was, again, not aimed at any particular product. I'm actually been very happy with my $60 Amazon headlight. But go ahead and drop your guys' comment down below. I just am very curious to know how you feel about sponsors, and do you look at sponsored channels in a different light than, say, someone, I don't want to say like me, but someone of my level, to where you know that everything that I am putting out there has been hard-earned and things of that nature. So with that being said, though, I will go ahead and cut it off here, because we're about to get to go Speedy Gonzalez. And as always, I will catch you guys on the next dark side, as this is the way. Chopperfett, see you in the next one. Later.